Solve another Leetcode problem 1829, maximum XOR for each query. So for this problem, we are giving a sorted array nums of n non-negative integers at an integer maximum bit. Yeah, so for this maximum bit, actually, this means while we are checking the value of k, so this k, the binary bit of the k will not be more than the maximum bit. So for example, k can equal to 0, 3, or 2, but the maximum bit is 2. If it is 3, it is 1, 1, but k can never be 5. Yeah, because the maximum bit is 2. And if it is 5, it means the maximum bit is going to be 3. Yeah, so this is what's the meaning. And we're going to do the following operations n times. Yeah, the first operation is that we're going to find a non-negative integer k, and this k is going to be less than 2 to the power of maximum bit, so such that nums 0 XOR nums 1 until XOR nums less minus 1, and we still need to XOR another k, and the final result is going to be maximized. Yeah, so this is the idea. So k is the answer to the ith query. So for example, for the first query, the nums going to be 0, 1, 1, 3. Yeah, so this is going to be the nums. And we need to find the XOR, like the first number 0, 1. Yeah, the first number 0, 1, 1, 3. And we still need to find a k. And the XOR of all those results going to be maximized. So 3 is going to be maximized for a maximum bit of 2. Yeah, and for the second query and third query, it's going to always be 3. Yeah, because 3 is going to be maximum number for a maximum bit of 2. So this is why this is 3, this is 3. We just need to check the answer for each of the query. So normally for the XOR operation, we can always use a prefix sum to make the problem to reduce the time complexity. So instead of solving it in O n squared time, we're going to solve it in O n time. Yeah, so this n is 10 to the power 5. So basically this means we cannot use a brute force. Yeah. So if we're going to solve it in O n time, basically it's going to be a prefix sum. So first of all, this is our nums, and for all those numbers, we're going to calculate the prefix sum. Yeah. So let me just start coding and explain it at the same time. So n is going to be length of the nums, and then I'm going to prepare a prefix sum. So I'm going to start from 1 to n. Yeah, so this means nums I, we're going to use the XOR operation, going to equal to nums I minus 1. And from here, I can print out what it looks like for the nums, and let me just return a random array. So this is the prefix sum, as we can see. The first number here, this is 0. Yeah, so this means this is the first number, and the second number is going to be 1 XOR 0, and then this 1 XOR the previous numbers, and then this is going to be 3 XOR with this 0. So yeah, it's going to be 3. So this is just the XOR operation. Now we just need to put out the first result. So for the first query, so for this one, yeah, actually it is 3. So this is 3 gonna XOR a value, and it's gonna be equal to 3. So which value? So this is 3 XOR another value gonna equal to maximum number gonna be 3. But how can we make it 3? So it's gonna be 0. Yeah, so this is the first number, it's gonna be 0. So this is how we're gonna calculate it. Yeah. So for the maximum number, let's just prepare a mask. It's going to be 1 left shift with the maximum bit, and minus 1. So this is going to be the mask. Yeah. Now we just need to check all the numbers from the prefix sum of the nums. So for I in reads n, let me prepare a final result. So the final result is going to be an array. I'm going to set it as an array. Yeah. So the first number from here, actually, it's going to be the last number. Yeah, but how can we make it easily, we just need to append it, right? So we're gonna append it, yeah. So it's gonna be nums I with XOR of this mask. Finally, we just need to reverse it. Yeah, because currently, for example, for the first number, we use the XOR operation. So for this 0 XOR with another number, it's gonna be 3. Yeah, so this is gonna be the first number 3 here, and then it's gonna be 1 and 2. It's gonna be the second number. Yeah, so this is the first number, this is second number. This means the final result we need to reverse it. So finally, we just need to reverse the final result. Let me just run it and submit it to check if it works. Yeah, so basically for this problem, you just need to understand this is going to be a prefix sum problem, because for XOR, we can always use the prefix sum. And then we just need to prepare a mask, because the biggest number cannot be more than the mask. So we're going to use the mask to find all the possible results. And we can still use XOR operation to find all the answers. Yeah, I think basically that's all about it. And the time complexity for this problem is all in. Thanks for watching. See you next time.